Jay got a podcast.
Hey, what is up, y'all? It's your girl, Officially Jaded, and welcome to the show, Doing Too Much, where we literally talk about where we do too much. So, I welcome my very first guest on the show. This is my friend Adam. We have been friends for it's been 4 years. Did you know that?
Has it?
Yeah, and the reason why I know that is because yesterday was the 4-year anniversary of me living in this apartment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
I don't like the way you said that.
But no, because I'm just thinking about how fast time is going by.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's literally flying by. So it's been 4 years.
This is ghetto.
It's very ghetto.
So I wasn't even in my 30s when we met.
No.
Ew.
No, and I was
this
super
is ghetto.
young. But anyways, so welcome to the show, Doing Too Much, where we talk about literally doing too much. And every time somebody comes to the show, they're going to be offered a drink. So this is the drink of choice today.
What is it?
So I actually stole this from work.
Okay. Work?
Yeah. No, I stole the recipe. Like, I didn't just, pour it.
Okay.
No, I stole the recipe. It's called...
I'm slow. I thought you meant your, corporate job.
Oh, no.
You meant the bartender job. I'm weak. Okay.
It is called... I forgot the name. I don't remember the name.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's good, and it's gonna sneak up on you. And then we have our shots of Casa Fricos.
Are you kidding me? This is about to go left. We're about to be doing a lot, basically.
Cheers.
So your first episode, first of many.
To life.
Okay. Yeah, that was Casa.
It wasn't. It was Altos.
Oh. It was fine till you said what it was, then it hit.
It wasn't Casamigos.
I got chills. Why did it do that? Okay.
Yeah. It's a little strong.
Get out of the way.
What do you rate the drink?
Yo! Jay, this is fire!
Thank you. I'm telling you, it's going to sneak up on you.
Shit, I can tell because it tastes like damn juice. Sorry, this is so ghetto. This is foul.
Yeah. And what's funny is it's with coconut rum, and I never drink coconut rum.
I don't like coconut rum either.
Yeah, I don't either. But when I started the job, I had to learn how to make all the drinks, and I learned how to make that one. I was like, hold up.
That's fire. We're about to be lit for the next 30 minutes.
All right, so basically I wanted to start the show. I know we're both single, so we're going to start off by asking, what are your thoughts on sliding in the DMs? Do you do it?
I don't.
And how do you feel when it happens?
So, I'm about to be real messy and transparent, right? The people that are in my DMs recently are not the people I want in my DMs.
No.
And that's frustrating me.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are they? And they might be watching.
Yeah, it's a 10. They're bad. Okay, wait. 10 being the worst or 1 being the worst?
10 being the worst.
10 is 10. It's at a 10. I don't want any of them there.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you why. Because it's guys.
Oh.
I don't know what has happened, right? I don't know what video I posted on TikTok.
It's probably the modeling.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It was, yeah. You know what? It was some time around when I did that video. I feel like once in the blue moon, I get a flood of gay guys that will start following me, which I don't care about that. Yeah. But I realize as they start following, I don't know if a friend is telling a friend. I don't know where all these people are coming from. But then
they're all sharing your stories.
Yeah, and then it's they're in my. I realize slowly but surely that a lot of people are what's the word I'm looking for? A lot of them would say little slick shit in my comments.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And then I actually had this dude DM me on Instagram, and he was like, what did that man say? It was
something wild.
Yeah, it was something low key. It was wild, but not at the same time. It just caught me off guard because obviously I'm not used to guys I don't know DMing me on that type of time. So then I remember I screenshot it and I sent it to my homegirls and was like, y'all, why am I getting DMs like this? And while they were petty and they was but he cute though. I said, y'all this is obviously the wrong chat. I'm thinking this was a safe place. Y'all are showing me this is not a safe place.
At least, honestly, it's not that bad. At least they're not saying, wild, off-the-wall shit in your DMs.
Not crazy, but, I posted a TikTok the other day, and this guy, it was a Target video I posted, because if you know, Target is where the vibes are. So
really, for what?
To spend a lot of money. A lot of money that you don't have.
I thought you meant to find somebody. I was about to be in Target,
No. I mean, probably low key though.
No, it's too quiet in there. Everybody's gonna hear your business if you talk.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
but like,
quiet.
I've got put on to Target because Walmart is ghetto, and Target you can get in and get out, and they always, most of the time, got what it is you're actually there for, whereas Walmart is very hit or miss. Yeah. So I was in Target, and I went to buy deodorant, and when I checked out, my receipt said like $100. I said, how the hell did I come in for one item?
Every time.
So
I think they spray something in the air that just like makes you want to buy more. I promise you, like I really believe in that. And then another thing, I heard that, I don't know if you've ever been in their dressing rooms, but they changed the lighting so you actually like look better. It's something like
I've heard
the
that
psychology
too.
Of like the lighting.
I've heard that too.
So you put it on, and you're like, ooh, I look good, and then you get home and you're like, what the fuck did I just buy? Like, why did I buy
I don't
that?
really buy clothes from there. I buy legit groceries, which that's the dumb part because their groceries are expensive compared to like Walmart. But I believe in paying for like peace at this point, and I'm not trying to pay to be in the ghetto at Walmart, so I'll just go to bougie ass Target.
My Walmart's not ghetto, but it's small. It's not a super Walmart.
Are you talking about the one on Glenwood?
Yeah.
Sis.
Don't be putting my street name out there.
Sis, you not. She don't live on Glenwood. For anyone that's local, Glenwood is a long ass street because 70 is Glenwood.
One Walmart on Glenwood Street.
I mean, whatever. Y'all don't be stalking her. Don't be weird.
I don't ever go to Walmart, so I'm safe. I'm good.
Well, if you go to that Walmart, you're not safe. Just know that. Matter of fact, both Walmarts on 70 are not safe because there's a Walmart in Briar Creek that's hella ghetto.
That one's super ghetto.
It looks real nice, but it's very sketchy.
Yeah, that one's ghetto.
But damn, what was I saying about? Oh, so about the Target video, I realized this guy commented and was like, did you forget to hit me up about our date or something like that? And I'm like, dude, don't put that out there because that looked fucking crazy, and it looks like on some I was trying to take you out, and that never happened, so don't do that. So like I actually said something back to him. I don't really clap back a lot because I don't argue with people, especially if you don't have a profile picture. I'm not arguing with the egg. I'm not doing it. So that annoyed me. Yeah,
that's old. People don't have eggs anymore.
I mean, what are they nowadays? I haven't paid attention. Are they like the icon, like the person icon thing? Like I don't know.
I honestly don't know. I don't
Obviously, it's a burner account. I mean, say it with your chest. If you're going to slide into someone's DM or like say something slit, say it with your whole chest and your face.
You gotta use the real account. Don't use the burner account.
Yeah.
Although every girl has a burner account.
I feel like a lot of people got burner accounts.
You have a burner account?
I feel like I have a burner account on Twitter, but I don't have a burner account on anything else.
What?
Yeah.
You're behind the times. You need to up your game.
I mean, I really don't even be on social media like that other than just scrolling. I rarely really post. I post more on TikTok now because TikTok's a vibe.
TikTok is a vibe. I will say it's very nice to be out of, and I mean no shade by this, but out of like a very toxic relationship. It's nice to be single because I used that burner account when I was in a relationship religiously. Okay? Okay. One more follower. I said, who? No. And it's not like that anymore. And I don't ever want to be like that again. Yeah. Like 100%. I'm done with that. I'm done with toxic relationships.
Yeah. Let's leave those. Those should have been left in 2020, to be honest with you.
Listen, ladies, if you ever need tips, tricks, or advice.
You're definitely I actually feel like all women were private eyes in their past lives. Like, why do all of y'all are so good at catching shit?
I don't think we're good. I think it's just that men are bad. Like, men are just...
Well, shit.
I would say, like, they leave a lot of crumbs. And I think, too, like, a lot of girls like to make it known that they mess with a guy. Whether that's, like...
Oh, really?
Heck yeah. It's very rare for a girl to be, like, quiet.
So there's no such thing as a true sneaky link?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
and maybe in the beginning. Maybe, like, the early stages, the sneaky link. But then I think, like, once things get invested, I think you can have a sneaky link one night stand. But I think if you're, like, consistently having a sneaky link at some point...
So are you saying you feel like eventually sneaky links will catch feelings?
I don't even want to say catch feelings because I don't think they all catch feelings, but I think it's one of those things where it's like not even jealousy, but it gets to the point where it's like, haha, I know more than you.
Yeah.
And then that's where like people will kind of be like, oh, let me like more pictures, or I'm gonna make a comment that's kind of like throwing shade but not throwing shade. You know what I mean? Like
it's like a subliminal.
Yeah, like a subtweet or something. Yeah, like something of that nature, I think. Yeah. But yeah, we left those in 2020. Not even 2021, 2020. Get out of here. Bye.
Yo, when I said leave toxic relationships in 2020, I actually meant 2021, but my spirit obviously wanted me to say 2020.
Yeah, probably.
But speaking of DMs, what's your DMs looking like? Because mine definitely, other than the guys that I don't want in there, it's pretty dry. So
no, mine's been pretty dry lately. There was a patch where it was like crazy, like especially on Twitter.
Crazy people. She attracts.
She's a crackhead, okay?
Attracts crazy ass people.
I do. I don't know what it is, but I definitely do attract crazy people. But I think that there was a very hectic time, especially on Twitter, where like so many guys were saying they wanted to like sniff my farts or like suck my toes. Yeah, I had one guy ask
weird.
One guy asked if I could record myself shitting, and I'm like, how? Which is probably the wrong response, but like.
You literally said how?
No, like
I was like, what?
In my mind, I'm like, how would you set up a camera? Like, where would the camera have to be?
Like, did he want to see the actual shit?
Yeah, apparently that's a fetish.
Yo, y'all are sick out here. Are you kidding me?
That's a real thing, yeah.
This drink gets better and better. It's hard for me to get off of this.
But yeah, I've had wild DMs lately. I think it's just because I stopped replying to people.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay.
It's quiet. Thank you. That does not mean
it's quiet until this gets released. So yeah,
I'm good. I respect respectful DMs where I'm not gonna lie though, because I do like the funny ones. I think I actually like the funny ones.
What's an example of a funny DM? I'm not used to the DM, so that's why I gotta ask.
I don't know. Obviously, like, don't say you want to stick my farts because that's weird. But
we got weirdo shit in 2020, as we said. Please.
I would say like. The people that actually follow me for a minute and get to know me or like know my sense of humor and then comment on something like that, like that's cool. It's not creepy and weird, but yeah, besides that, I don't know. Sliding in DMs is weird. I used to do it. I used to be.
Did you?
I was
okay. Like, shoot your shot.
I was consistent in like shooting my shot, and I did not care. I'd be like. I would send a little like ballin' emoji, or I used to have so many pickup lines. Like I would literally write pickup lines.
First off, that's not surprising because her captions be fire every time.
My sister disagrees. Gemma, if you're seeing this, I have a caption fan.
Yeah, her captions are lit.
But
I feel like you just be like, I'm gonna say this in the caption, and then just make it a caption. Whereas I'd be like. That's a good lyric. Let me put this in my notes and pull this out the archive when it's time for me to post once every quarter.
But I feel like that's also how I talk. Like, I just say whatever comes to my head.
Facts.
Yeah, so I used to write little pickup lines into my notes. And then if I saw a guy on Twitter or on Instagram that I found attractive, I would just use the pickup line. It works though, ladies.
I bet it. Honestly, from a guy, when the girl takes a shot, it's kind of like, oh shit. Like, now granted, sometimes I be feeling like y'all be feeling, like I really be in y'all's shoes sometimes because I was at the bar. Matter of fact, it was with you. It was like that night where we were drunk as hell.
Listen, I don't even know, what did we even drink that night?
Tequila.
But it wasn't just tequila. It was a lot of tequila. So everybody came to my spot. We pre-game. No snacks. No food. Straight tequila.
Vibes.
To the head. I remember being in there for like a brief moment. And then all memories are like...
Yeah, like blurry.
Yeah.
I just remember we went to the first spot. My spot, I'm not going to say the name because y'all don't need to be stalking.
So you want to say Glenwood, but
listen, like Raleigh is this big. It's not, but it feels that big when you live here. So like, because everyone's connected. So like,
it is.
Everyone goes to the same spots on Glenwood. So we went to the spot, and then I was in there maybe a smooth 3 to 4 minutes because you and Sade went to the restroom. Me and Tyler were at the bar, and this white girl comes up to me and was like, "So who's daddy?" Because I had my dad had literally said "daddy" on the front, and she's like, "So like who's daddy? Like your daddy?" And then she's like,
So was that a good pickup line? From somebody else maybe, but just not her.
Yeah, not her. Like it wasn't her for me.
Take note, ladies.
That was the issue, and I was just like. Then it made me feel awkward because it's like, how do I respond to this? Because I'm not interested. Again, wrong person. So I was just like, hey, yikes. It made me feel awkward. So then like, when y'all came out the bathroom, my homeboy shouted to Tyler. Tyler was like, oh, let's go out on the patio. So then, like, we walk out, and he bust out laughing. He was like, not you leaving her at the bar like that. I said, bitch, you pulled me from the bar. Like, I didn't do it intentional. I really thought he wanted to show me something. Like, I thought we knew somebody that was sitting outside, and that's how he pulled me away from that. Are you okay?
I sneeze, sorry. I didn't want to sneeze right into the mic. Sorry. Finish your story.
But no, that was the end of it. So that was like, he pulled me away from the joint at the bar. And then, no, I lied. When we were walking out to go to the next spot, she saw me walking with y'all. She was like, wow. She was like, really?
I do not remember that. I don't remember leaving. I don't remember the patio. None of that.
That was the first spot, though, of the night.
We took like 7, 8 shots before we left.
We had drinks, drinks before we left.
Sade got here before y'all got here. So me and Sade were just talking, taking shots, like we always do. Sade, I love Sade to death, but if I ever go to jail with anybody, knock on some damn wood, it's gonna be Sade, and I know it's gonna be because of me.
Why?
Because I'm just a bad influence on her life, and she is the one that
I feel like she's a bad influence on you.
We're bad influence on each other because she'll be like, come on, Jay, let's take another shot. And then you know how I am. Like, once I take shots, I'm just like, okay, YOLO. Like, let's just live life. Yeah. And we always make that joke, like, we're probably going to end up in jail. Which I hope not. I don't want to.
At this big age, we're not going to jail.
We don't need to go to jail.
No.
We don't.
We're not going to jail.
But that's just our running joke.
Yeah.
We need a new joke.
I mean, but that really be the best times, though. It be like you and one other person when y'all get together is trouble.
Yes.
I feel like in my friend group, I was about to say my friend group loves to blame me for shit, and I'm like, nah. Sometimes I will say it's me.
And you know what's funny?
I be on demon time.
Nobody calls you an alcoholic. Nobody does though. Nobody does. But
probably because everyone I hang with are alcoholics.
But you get everybody lit, 100%.
I'm a vibe. What can I say?
Alcoholic, okay? Alky of the group.
I don't think. Nah. So, like, in comparison to you, yes, I'm an alcoholic in comparison to you.
Okay, cool.
Sade, I don't know. You're a little rocky. My homeboy that went out with us, he's actually a lightweight.
I could tell.
He's very. That's the right side of him. He's very lightweight.
I could tag the video in this. I might.
No.
I'm gonna just bleep out his name.
What video? No. We cannot do that. Please.
I wouldn't do that.
Do not do.
He's a principal.
He's a principal.
If that ever got leaked, I wouldn't do that to him. I wouldn't.
His students are already posting videos of him from school and stuff.
Yeah.
Cause like he's the young, I guess, attractive principal or whatever.
Yeah, so his kids are wild. They'll post
they're very wild.
Like, I'm not even gonna say it because it's so creepy.
Yeah, they say a lot of out of pocket stuff to be teenagers.
A lot.
Or is he middle school?
Yet. They're middle schoolers. You're not a teen.
Yeah, that's right.
You're preteen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't wild in middle school. Were you?
No.
I was a loser for a very long time. I was though. I really was.
You know what's so funny? Everybody that meets Jay, when Jay moved here to North Carolina, everyone was like, where are you from? Because you're not from here.
Yeah.
And it's just because around here, anyone that's like deemed to be like the pretty girl type, they're known to be assholes. So like when Jay came around and was like cool, down to earth, like funny as shit, and like she got this like quirky sort of personality, everyone was like, you're not from here, sis. Where are you from? And she's like, Germany. Yep, that makes plenty sense.
But you know, I hate telling people I'm from Germany.
Why?
Because I think if I know you and I want to have the conversation, then I'll tell you. Mm-hmm. But if I don't want to have that conversation, you can't just tell people, oh, I'm from Germany, and it's just like over. You know what I mean?
I mean, because
people ask way too many questions. And then
I mean, because you got to understand, though, a lot of people, like, have only been in the U.S. their entire lives. So it's like...
I get, but sometimes I used to, when I first moved out here, I just be like, oh, I'm from Florida. I didn't want people to know. I don't know.
I don't know. You may get a lot of questions about being from Florida, too.
Nah, they'd just be like, what part? And I'd be like, Panama City? Which isn't a lie. I used to live in Panama City, so it's not like I'm just out here lying to people. Yeah. It's just a half-truth.
Yeah. Bruh, how the hell did we get from here from DMs? Like, what have we just talked about? Are we drunk already?
I told you I didn't need a script. Yeah. I literally told him, when people were like, what are you going to talk about on your podcast? I had said, I just know how to talk about anything. Yeah. I'm not really worried. I'll just have a conversation.
I feel like that's you being cultured, though. Like, you can be thrown into any, that's the military background. Being able to be thrown into any setting and be able to talk or whatever. That's just like, bruh, we went to Florida a couple weeks ago.
It was lit.
And we went to both Universal and Islands of Adventure. But when we was at Islands of Adventure, the two guys were talking to us, and Jay is like talking to them, and the whole time, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of an asshole. I don't mean to come off as an asshole, but I'm not very sociable, though. Like, I don't talk to people if I don't really know you like that.
Yeah, your responses are very... Okay, like, I'm going to be you. I'm going to be you for a second.
Going forward?
Yeah, no, like, I'm going to act out you.
Okay.
You like, be the people.
So, the people from Universal are, like, making little, like... They're trying to make small talk. I'm not a small talk guy. So, they're like, yeah, like, where are you from? Like, you know, like, how long are you here for? Da-da-da. And I'm just like...
You were literally, like, in your phone, like... Riley.
Yeah, like
Friday.
Yeah, like one very dry responses because my thing is the reason why I was like that though is because I'm like, bro, this wait time is about to be crazy.
It was crazy,
and I don't want to talk to you the entire time we're in line.
But no, I don't feel the same way, and I think the only reason why I actually talk to people is because I start to feel awkward, and I feel like I've been that person before where like I've been excited to talk to somebody. And I feel like when I was younger, for sure. Maybe. Like maybe. I was definitely a very weird kid, so I would like approach somebody and be excited to talk to them, and they'd just be like, "Yeah."
Again, I feel like you always had to do that though because of bouncing around so much.
Yeah,
kind of in the offbeat way. That's good though because you're like, I'm gonna fit in here. Like, I'm not gonna be an outcast. It was rough. I bet. I can only imagine how that was because like with me going to as many schools as I went to, but you living in more cities, you know, having to adapt to because all cities here are like different. So, like, I don't mean North Carolina, I mean the U.S. Like, depending on where you stay and stuff, like, everywhere is a different vibe and different sort of people or whatever. So, like, to be able to adapt to every environment in that aspect, because I feel like I can adapt to stuff fine to an extent. Because, like, it's certain places that, like, I just can't vibe out there. Like,
I can see that.
You're not going to ever hear me say, oh, I love going to New York. No, like, I don't look at New York the way that everyone else do. Maybe because I'm biased because my family's there. But I'm like, I just can't. That's not my scene. So, like, I don't know.
I can see that. I feel like things were always really hard for me anyways because, how can I explain it? Like, the average person, even though I'm black, my dad's not, like, I don't want to say stereotypical because I feel like that's not a good term to say. But like we didn't listen to R&B or like.
Oh really?
No,
I didn't know that.
I didn't listen to R&B music until.
You love you some trap music and you didn't listen to it going.
Which is a funny story. I didn't listen to R&B, rap, hip hop, like none of that. I didn't listen to any black artists until I moved to Florida. And I remember I was on the bus had to be my sophomore year. I was on the bus and I had this white boyfriend named Dylan, and I remember he was listening to "Sky Is the Limit" by Lil Wayne, and
you told me this story in Florida.
He was the first person to put me on to Lil Wayne, and from there I like started listening to rap music. But before that,
what were you listening to?
Rock.
Your dad listens to rock music?
No, my dad. See, it's weird because my dad was always deployed, so it was like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, he was always gone, so it was kind of like when he was there, he would listen to whatever we listened to. So it'd be like Disney Plus.
Disney Plus.
Disney music.
You know damn well Disney Plus won't out at that time.
Disney Plus, but
you know,
I get what you mean. They used to have like the Disney CDs. So my sister and I would have the Disney albums on our little MP3 players. My mom's European, so we listen to a lot of like British stuff. I'd probably say like indie pop music. We listen to like, do you know who the Cranberries are?
I've heard of them.
Yeah, like we listen to a lot of European groups growing up.
I don't really know that many European artists.
Most people don't, so it's okay. So yeah, what I mean is whenever we would move someplace, you know, like all the black kids would be like, "Oh, you're black, like you fit in with us," and I'd be like, "Never mind." Yeah,
you're a different sort of black.
You're weird.
But it was probably awkward in that phase growing up. But now that you're older, a lot of people look at that as being cool because that's what I mean by being more cultured because you was exposed to more.
I don't think it's any cooler. I still feel very awkward a lot of the times because I'm still kind of like out of the mix with stuff. Yeah. I don't know.
But are you?
Yeah, I still feel like I am. Like I didn't get put on to old school R&B until the girl I dated, and I was 22 then. Like she had to put me on a bunch of stuff. She was like, "Girl, how do you not know this?" And I was like, "I'm sorry."
Okay, now that I did not know.
Yeah, she put me on. I would say like that's where I learned a lot about black culture was through her. Exactly. Take a sip of your drink because before that,
Jade,
it was rough.
This drink.
I'm telling you, it's good, huh? Come see me.
I'm already getting warm.
It was already warm, honestly. I don't think my AC works in here.
What? I feel fine. Well, I feel like the only reason why I started getting warm is because of the drink, because I was fine.
Maybe it's the lights.
It's definitely the lights.
There are a lot of lights in here.
Yeah, it's definitely well lit in here.
It's definitely giving Hollywood, okay?
On
a budget.
I'm low-key jealous because I'm like, damn, like when I bring my damn show back, I need to incorporate some of the vibe that you've been able to have in here. Because first off, I like a lot of cool graphics and shit. That's a nerd part of me. You didn't draw this, right?
No.
Okay. Because she does paint, by the way.
I haven't painted in a long time.
Really?
Yeah, I've been slacking for real. But did you ever have a Tumblr?
I had a burner account for Tumblr.
Listen, I still have Tumblr. I still
go on
Tumblr like every day, yeah.
Really?
Just because if you're a Tumblr kid, I feel like you're always going to be a Tumblr kid.
Really?
It's just pictures and quotes and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like the Instagram before Instagram.
Facts.
But it was the nice thing about Tumblr versus Instagram is it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's just about shit you like.
Yeah.
Like these are literally just photos I like.
Yeah.
It's like Pinterest but cooler.
Yeah.
Without the ads. Well, now they have ads, but back in the day.
Damn, they added ads.
Yeah, but it's not bad. It's like one every 7 scrolls.
What? Speaking of ads, I think I saw on the Shade Room yesterday that Netflix is about to have ads.
I saw
that. That is ghetto.
I'm mad.
Pissed.
And the reason
I don't pay for Netflix.
Nobody does. That's what I'm saying. That's the reason why they're doing that, because nobody pays for Netflix.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah.
I'm on Denise's Netflix.
I'm on my parents'.
I'm not on my parents'. I don't even know if they pay for theirs for sure.
Yeah.
But they have the German Netflix, so I wouldn't be able to get it anyways.
I didn't even think about that.
They have different shows over there.
This is what I mean by I'm not cultured enough.
And I was
Wait
so
a minute.
mad.
I'm gonna let you finish what you're saying, but I got a question.
I was so mad because before I went to Germany in December, and I had gone on my little iPad. And I had actually I didn't have my iPad then. I went on my MacBook and I downloaded all these shows to watch Death Note, because I was watching Death Note at the time.
I keep saying I was going to start that. Is it a show or a movie?
It's a show. They have both.
Okay.
Both are actually good. But
okay.
Yeah, I like it. I like them both because they're two different stories.
Okay.
But anyways, so I had downloaded it to watch on the flight. Watched it, got caught up, knew where I wanted to watch it when I got home. As soon as I got to my parents' house, couldn't watch it. They banned it in Germany. Yeah, and they do that with a lot of stuff.
Oh, shit.
And I remember growing up, whenever like songs would release on YouTube, like new music videos, we wouldn't be able to watch them.
Oh, yeah. No, I did know that. But I didn't realize, I don't know why that didn't equate to like Netflix shit.
Yeah. It's by region.
And just that quick, I forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh no, I knew you were going to do that.
Oh my gosh, this is so awkward.
Well, while you're thinking of that, what are your 3 non-negotiables when dating?
Ooh.
Do you have any?
I'm very picky.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like, in what sense, though? Like, what's something that you would see and be like, no?
Honestly, anything that gives me toxic energy, I kind of just like.
Are you toxic, or is it more so like mindset?
It's mindset. It's
I mean, that's good to be picky in mindset.
I feel like I talked about this on an episode of mine a long time ago. What did I say my deal breakers or non-negotiables were? Gosh. Way to put me on the spot.
You don't even know?
No. Because honestly, I have so many, so I'm trying to narrow it down to 3.
Well, what are they all then? Just list them out.
Like I said, I think they just all, in a nutshell, deals with like toxic shit. So like one... Or maybe it's better I describe them because I can't necessarily think of them in words. So like one thing that I don't like, again, being that I want to have experienced toxic shit in relationships. One thing I didn't like, I don't care if the other person I'm dealing with has like male friends or whatever, but I don't like if you're doing shit over here, but when I do it, you have a problem with it.
I agree with that.
That pisses me off because I'm like, okay, so how is it fine if you do it, but now all of a sudden if I do it, it's a problem? Like, I like for shit to be equal, you know?
Yeah,
and so that, I'm kind of good on that. And then I'm kind of like, because of how I was raised, like, I'm not going to say we weren't allowed to have attitudes. You're allowed to obviously have emotions, but it really gets under my skin when, like, someone is just always in a bad mood and like you can never do right to make a situation better.
Yeah,
it's kind of like that shit is draining. And like I think in previous relationships I would kind of like drag along but really feel a way about it deep down, whereas nowadays I feel like if in a span of a certain amount of days, if you're showing me certain signs, I'm quick to cut you off. Like
that's good.
Yeah. Is it though?
I think so.
Because
I feel like we're getting older, and it's like, why waste my time? Why waste your time?
Yeah.
Like
that's literally me though.
Especially since my last relationship.
Yeah.
When I tell y'all, I am so quick to block somebody and just be done. Like, I'm cool. I'm good off of it. I don't care. I don't want to waste my time anymore. I'm not trying to convince you to like me, which I feel like I try to do that a lot in the past. Like, no, if you don't fuck with me, it's cool. I appreciate it, but you're not about to waste my time.
Yeah, I feel like part of my issue though is like I don't think I give people a fair chance to like I don't think I give people a fair chance because like the slightest shit to me, I feel like looking back gives me red flag signals. And one thing that I got to work on is not like comparing this person to a past person.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Because if they're showing signs of something I've been through before, that's another reason that will probably cause me to cut you off.
I feel like that makes sense though.
Yeah, but like,
because it's like, if you've been bit by an alligator before, you know what I mean? Like, if
it's an alligator for me.
If it doesn't calm before you, you're gonna be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
And I think that's normal, and I think that's healthy. I'm not a therapist by any means, but in my mind, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So.
I'm big on communication too, though. Like,
I'm so bad. I need to be better at communication.
Really?
I'm really bad. I can tell.
What is your definition of, like, exactly what do you mean by you're bad at communication? Like, you don't call a text as often as you should, or you can't talk?
That too.
Like,
both, honestly. Like, I feel like if I'm your friend, then I can talk to you night and day. Like, we can talk about whatever.
Yeah.
I'll be on FaceTime with my friends for hours. But as soon as I like you, I don't know how to talk anymore. I get so nervous. I'm so afraid of like saying the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, I fall in love in 2 business days. Like, I need you to want me. Like, I know like people are just like, my best friend Marcus, like he lets me know all the time, I hope the girls that he's fucking with don't see this, but he has.
I am about to.
He has, like, he always has a roster. And when we broke up, well, not me and my best friend, like, we're only best friends, but when me and my ex broke up, he was like, Marcus was like, you need to get a roster, like, get out there, have, like, multiple men. And I was just like, I don't even like to talk to one person. Like, I don't even know how to talk to multiple people. And then just, like, the thought of, because, like I said, I fell in love in 2 business days. How am I supposed to know everybody?
I am so weak about falling in love in 2 business days.
And for real, though, like, if I like somebody, I really like somebody, or I either don't like you at all. There's, like, I'm not an in-between person. So, yeah.
I don't think I fall super hard for people super fast. Because on the lowest of keys, this is the toxic shit I mean. I'm like, they're about to fuck up. I know they're about to fuck up. When are they about to fuck up? I think
that too, but I still...
But see, I think that's a toxic mindset to have. Because why go into a new situationship, but a new situation, not open-minded and positive. You're thinking about the negative shit. That means you're bringing negative baggage with you into the new situation. You don't need to enter any new situation thinking about past shit.
No, that's true.
So
it's hard though. That's
definitely because you learn through experiences.
That's why you have to be by yourself.
Damn it, I'm a crackhead. This is so crazy.
You have to be by yourself to know. But you know what's really funny? Going back to when I first met you 4 years ago, in that whole situation where I was talking to you know who. You had told me, like, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
And Marcus just told you the same thing.
And I'm so bad. Like, I'm literally like...
Yeah.
I'm really so bad. I don't know how to
I am weak.
Like that. I just... If I like you, I like you. I don't know. I'm literally tunnel vision.
Yeah. But see, I'm tunnel vision too. But when I have tunnel vision, I think it's an asset in a relationship because, like, when I'm with somebody, I'm legit with that person. So, like, going back to, like, what you were talking about, guys being stupid, leaving breadcrumbs and shit, I feel like my OCD will allow me to get away with a lot of shit, but I don't have any desire to be out here cheating on anybody. So it's just like, I know the potential is there, but I'm like, it's no need to pull that out the bag.
Not
like,
all men cheat, y'all.
That part.
Not all men cheat.
That part, can we talk about that? Because women definitely be out here cheating.
Oh yeah, I think everybody cheats. I don't think it's a...
Really?
I definitely don't think it's a gender thing.
No, I don't.
I think anybody...
I actually feel like women are better at it because, like you said, a lot of guys are dumb and they don't pick up on shit.
I think women are a lot better at cheating, but I think that men get caught up more and they... I don't know. I don't know what I was trying to say, but I don't think it's one gender over the other. I think everybody cheats, but I think it would be nice to see more people not cheat.
Yeah. Honestly, now that you worded it that way, I was going to say, do you feel like cheating is like a trend? Like a toxic trend? Like something they kind of glorify to be like cool in a way?
I think it's just our generation is very
toxic.
That part. I don't know what it stems from, but it's
stupidity.
Like, I've actually talked to a number of guys, not like on a talking like sexual sense, but just like having a regular conversation. And I'm like, do you think that all men cheat? And the number of men that have told me yes, that they think all men cheat, I'm like,
I think majority of men do cheat. I'm not going to use the word all because, again, I don't. But I know other guys that don't cheat either, though. So
I don't. But okay, so when you say, you know, men that don't cheat, is it in a sense of they haven't cheated yet? Because that's where I'm like, my mind is trying to come to terms with like time. I personally, I don't think that cheating is right, but so many people have been telling me like, oh, it's bound to happen when you're in a long-term relationship. I'm glad you made that face.
That don't sit right with me.
Thank you. That's because that's how I was feeling. And I'm just like, is that something I just have to come to terms with?
No, that's somebody settling. Because everyone you settle with
I'm glad you said
is known to cheat. That's dumb. I don't like that.
Okay, good.
No.
Because I'm telling you, like, the amount of...
Because I know. Yes. In my group of friends, I know plenty of people that's been in long relationships with no cheating involved. So I'm like...
that's nice.
No.
Where are you at?
Right.
Because I am looking for you.
Right. But... yeah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah, like, I was just getting to a point where I'm like, dang, I guess I just gotta be cheated on.
No.
But that's why I was just gonna stay single.
So, question. I actually was over. I think I was over here when you were watching that crazy ass podcast that you watch from time to time.
Question Fit. I watched it. That's probably why I think everybody's gonna cheat on me. Honestly.
I think you had me watching one episode and they were talking. It was definitely about cheating, and I feel like they were talking about double standards. No, it wasn't them. It was the Cam Newton one with Brittany Renner.
Brittany Renner, yeah.
So
that's a good podcast.
They were talking about, she was basically like, it's a double standard with cheating, because if a woman cheats on the man and he finds out, he's leaving, no questions asked. Where most women would stick around and like try to figure it out, whatever. And he mentioned something that I found was interesting, because do you think, like, I'm not going to word it and say it's okay to cheat, but do you think you would stick around if someone cheated because you felt like there was something you could have done better in order to prevent that person from cheating?
I don't know why you're asking me.
You're the wrong person for the question.
You know my past. I don't know why you asked me that, because clearly I did.
But I mean, so you felt like you was with that person because deep down you was like, they're cheating because of something I'm not doing right?
That's how I felt. I felt like at the time it was kind of just like big on my like self-esteem in a sense. Like I was just like, oh, and then too distance was in the play, so I was just kind of like, oh, like it's inevitable at this point. Like I'm always gonna get cheated on. I don't know. Like that's how I felt. I don't know. And so that's why I would keep trying to like work past it, and I would really, really try to understand like why did you do it? Like what was involved? What were the points and stuff? And then it finally just got to a point where I was like, but I'm not a cheater, so this isn't fair to me. Like maybe if I was cheating back, which a lot of people do. I'm not saying it's right to do that, but a lot of people cheat back, and it kind of creates this like tit for tat thing.
A lot of people just need to have open ass relationships. Call a spade a spade.
Exactly. And that's what I had said. I was like, you know, maybe you need to come to terms with the fact that maybe you're polyamorous. Which is okay. Like you can be polyamorous. And a lot of people respect that. But I'm not saying I don't respect it.
I was about to say that doesn't work for me, but yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say, I don't know. I feel like I would do one if I was just like left alone. You know what I mean? Like y'all be together and come and get me for like dinners and stuff, like random events.
Not come get me when food involved, and then drop me back off at the
Literally, you know, like y'all, I'll just be like the friend on the side type thing, because I don't want none of the extra shit that's involved with relationships, like the messiness, the cheating, trying to decide what the hell y'all are doing majority of the time. Like, just get me for dinner, and I'll be a good time. That doesn't mean slide my DMs was none of that shit, because I don't want it for real. But I feel like it would be easier than,
because everybody that's involved know about one another. Cheating gets messy because you're doing it in secret.
Exactly. That's the difference between the two. Is like polyamorous relationships are out in the open. Like this is my girlfriend, this is my other girlfriend, this is what we do in our fun time. And then cheating is just like, oh shit, now you know about her.
It's like, would you consider having multiple like known relationships or whatever like a form of like swinging?
I mean, I feel like swinging is just a term used for married people. Because I think that they're essentially like having multiple threesomes with multiple people, and that's why it's like called swinging. I don't know though. I'm not Urban Dictionary. I'm not
Urban Dictionary. I have not heard that term in quite some time.
I used to Urban Dictionary everything. I did.
Jade.
I was that kid.
Jay.
They have a lot of good answers on there if you ever get lost.
But are they true answers?
Probably not. Probably not.
I remember it was this trend on Instagram a long time ago where it told you to search your name in Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, I remember that.
And the definitions I was finding for my name, some were spot on though, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, mine were really nice.
Yeah, majority of mine were really nice. I feel like a lot of them basically said I was toxic though.
Really?
Yeah. a lot of people were saying, I guess because Adam is supposedly the first man, you know, that God created. So it's like men weren't shit because you did something that won't shit. That
I can see that.
Yeah, so
that's funny.
Yeah, but
do you remember back in the day on MySpace where people would do like MySpace was lit, but they'd do like 35 questions. You'd be like, what's your favorite color?
Yes,
like,
I did one of those.
Yeah, I used to do them all the time.
They used to have like, I think I did one up to 50 one time and had it on. First off, speaking of my page, MySpace.
My page.
It's this that is almost done.
Y'all, come see me at work. I really am a good bartender.
Yeah, this is fire.
I really am. Thank you.
But one of my homies posted what?
I don't know how this happened.
It's just dead skin.
Can you not call me like that?
It's the dramatics for me.
It's not eczema.
But my homeboy posted on his story, it may have been today or yesterday, he said this cannot be the same brain I used to code my MySpace page. It really triggered here because I was like, bro, we really were coding.
We really were
in like I was in middle school. Y'all were in like what, elementary school when MySpace was out?
I was in high school when I was in middle school when we started.
Okay.
And then I didn't get into it until I was a freshman, I want to say. No, it was definitely middle school because I was in Japan.
I bet that was interesting.
I remember my mom. I was a bad kid. I don't want to say I was a bad kid, but I was definitely like, compared to my sister, I was the one that was like more experimental and like willing to try stuff out or like research stuff. So my parents kept like a very close watch on me. So they'd be like, give us your MySpace password. And I would never want to give it to them. Never. And I used to get my phone taken away in high school. And I'd always like lock my phone before I gave it to them. My dad would be so mad. He'd be like, unlock your phone. I don't know. I don't want to say I was bad because I really didn't do anything bad. But I was just breaking their rules. I wasn't bad. I don't know how to
It's funny, you don't consider yourself to be bad, but you're breaking the rules.
Because my parents were actually pretty strict growing up. Not in a bad sense.
That's not surprising because you have a military background.
Yeah, so. Like we weren't allowed to date in school at all. We weren't allowed to talk about boys, like relationships, none of that. I remember one time I was just on the phone with my best friend and I called this guy a man whore. My dad literally like bust in the room and he was like, what are you talking about? Why did you say that word? And all I said was man whore and like literally got my phone taken away and everything. Yeah, so my parents were just like, you can't go to the mall if we're not there, or like we have to know who you're going to's house before a sleepover. Like
that's different though.
I respect. Now that I'm older,
that.
I definitely respect how strict they were and like how heavy of a guard that they kept on us because I think my parents have always been great parents.
No,
but I definitely try to push those limits. Is what I'm saying.
And it's like most teenagers.
Yeah.
My parents struck a good level of fear in my heart, so I didn't really do that.
I was scared for sure.
And I feel like between me and my siblings, I think they call me like the more rebellious one, because like I'm not gonna say I pushed limits, but I didn't really. It's weird because like I don't like arguing, like I never have. But if I have something to say, I'm gonna say it with my full chest. So I was probably more outspoken in that regard. Like if I ever felt a way about something, or if I felt disrespected regardless of who it was coming from, I was gonna let you know, no, you're not going to talk to me crazy. Like
well, that's good though.
Yeah.
No, my senior year, me and my mom argued every day. And I know that if I ever get pregnant, I'll probably have a daughter just to get that payback because I was difficult. I was a difficult
I feel like girls always have difficult relationships with their mom today. Excuse me, get out the house.
I think it's menopause.
What?
I think like your mom's probably like going through like menopause and stuff.
But they don't even go through menopause till like their 50s and stuff, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't hit that until later in life.
I think for me, I just like thought I was definitely a know-it-all teen. Like you couldn't.
Oh my gosh, y'all are the worst.
I was like, I look back on my Instagram, I look back at my Facebook posts, and I'm like
embarrassed.
that's not even a strong enough word, okay?
Humiliated.
Stronger. Like, if I could just like chuck my phone, it's bad. I used to type in all Q's. Like I would use my G's. I would turn my G's into Q's. Yeah.
So you type like Cam Newton does.
Yeah. It was bad. I was just
that
like,
is annoying. That was in back then though, so you have a pass for that. But now, why are you still typing like this is my space?
And Denise, actually, she called me and made fun of me the other day because
old friends like to bring up old shit
all the time. So Denise has been my best friend for, I'm gonna say, going on 12 years. And she called me the other day and she was like, "Hey, remember when you were in high school telling everybody you were a cougar?" I was like, why did y'all let me do that? Like, that's disgusting. I was 17 on Facebook like, yeah, I'm a cougar. I love younger men. Just because my boyfriend was 16.
Didn't even know what a cougar was.
Didn't even know I could go to jail for that statement.
Yeah, definitely. It's giving pedophile. Definitely giving pedophile vibes.
She was weak when she told me that. She was like, you really post that all the time. Like, it was a running joke that I was a cougar. I'm like, yo.
I'm weak.
Get me out of here.
I'm weak. I left Facebook when I graduated. I haven't been on, like, I technically still have a Facebook. I don't know the login. I don't care to find out, like,
even
I'm
on
not
your
a
social
Facebook
media,
person.
Like, you're not a, well, I would say TikTok, you have a big presence, but not on Instagram. You know, like, I wouldn't say you show most of your personality on that.
I was just about to say, I keep coming across TikToks where people are like, I'm low-key about to stop posting shit on Instagram because Instagram is like hella bougie, hella judgmental, and TikTok, people are up there being them fucking selves. And like, all the people that are following you are like, obviously following you for your personality at the end of the day. So I'm like,
yeah, that's true.
I feel like that's why that one out of all my social medias or whatever has like the biggest following or whatever, because you get more of a sense of the type of person I am.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and like
interesting.
Unapologetically be yourself on TikTok.
Yeah, with no judgment, because people be up there acting. What?
Speaking of TikTok, no, I was just gonna say I got an offer to be monetized.
Oh, big things.
Yeah, no, I'm not that excited, honestly.
Why?
Like, I would have been, but it's for vapes. Yeah, and I was just like,
first off, they offered you that, and if they go through your shit, where are you vaping?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't smoke, and I don't smoke anything except hookah.
Yeah.
Doesn't, I mean, I
don't
guess
even do that.
Tobacco, but I rarely do hookah.
Yeah.
So when I saw it, I'm like, I could get paid, but I also don't want to do anything that's not me.
Yeah.
Because I feel like as soon as you start doing stuff that's not you, like, I love money, don't get me wrong. That's why I work 3 jobs. Like, I am addicted to money, but I'm not going to do something for money that's not me. So yeah, I was just kind of like
people like that get on my nerves because it's like, do your research.
Yeah,
like, you can look through this person's profile and be like, they're not on that type of time.
But I feel like that's where they're probably just thinking like, oh, she has a huge following, she probably wants money, type thing. Yeah, but my thing is, I would have thought that like you would have got like, you know how people do like the clothing hauls and like have people like do the monetary stuff where they'll send them packages of stuff to like try on live and stuff like that. I don't even do that on my page.
No, but you strike me more that I feel like that's more your lane than vape.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And then I read the fine print and it was like, well, we'll send you 10 free vapes a month. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with 10 vapes? I don't even smoke one.
Do your research. That's the moral of this story. Do your research. If you're reaching out to content creators, like, make sure the job applies to the person you're pitching the job to. That makes no sense.
If any of y'all smoke Geek Bar vapes, and this is not a sponsorship, but if any of y'all do, let me know and you can pay me and I'll do the shit for them. But nah, I'm not doing that shit.
That's out of pocket.
I didn't even know, what am I supposed to do in the video?
Here
are my vapes.
Right. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, nasty.
But speaking of TikTok, when's the last time you made a TikTok?
I haven't made one in a minute.
I was about to say, I don't think a video of yours has popped up on my feed in a while.
I've been so busy.
I bet.
Yeah, like today's
fun fact, I hit Jade up because you've been trying to do this for a while. I'm like, Jade, with all your jobs you got going on, how are you going to record for the podcast? So,
I've honestly been slacking because I said that I wanted this to go live the beginning of April, and it's the end of April. But yeah, honestly, I'm really happy though. I'm busy as hell. Yeah. Today is my only day off this week.
Really?
And I still work my main job. So I work my main job, which is remote. I work as a waitress and I work as a bartender. I am making over $1,000 from my side hustles.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Life is Gucci. Yeah. I have no complaints.
Yeah. It's crazy because I feel like when you make more money, you just want more money.
Exactly.
Because like I have 2 jobs, so and I'm like, I need something else. Like,
because my dad was actually really mad when I told him I had 3 jobs, which, funny enough, I got my first job when I was, I want to say 15.
I was 14.
Yeah, I think I was 15 when I got my first job. And my dad was like, no, you don't need to work. You're going to spend the rest of your life working. But I've just always had it. I don't want to say had it in me to work, but I just always wanted money. Yeah. So I just always worked. Yeah. And then when I got 3 jobs, he was like, no, you need to quit one of them, which essentially like I was going to keep either the bartending or the waitressing job. I was just going to see which one I made more at. Yeah. And then when I was making money at both, I was like, all right, let's just get a set schedule. Yeah, facts. Yeah. But
yeah, it's so funny that you're bringing up work though, because one of my homegirls that's a doctor, by the way, she says,
oh, shout out to her.
She says, I'm about to say like fuck all this and just quit. Like no backup plan, no nothing. I'm just quitting. Yeah. And I was like, nah, that's a vibe because did you see my post I did today on Instagram where it was like my job hates me because I'm that toxic worker that tells everybody we can quit.
That's 100% you. You are ready to quit.
So like granted my job I have now is pretty decent or whatever, but I'm like every once in a while, I'm like, man, OnlyFans looking real good right now. Like, show, nothing crazy. Show a little foot here and there. A little cheek. You get what I'm saying? I'm like, what'd that money be like? But I'm just talking, y'all. But maybe not.
Yeah, and I feel like everybody's probably thought of it for. I had a little fake one.
I was like, I feel like as women, y'all have so much shit y'all can do for money. Yeah. Even like, so my younger sister was telling me, she was like, I think I want to like, cause she ends her first year in school, I think in 2 weeks. So she comes home. Yeah, she comes home and she's like, yeah, I think I want to learn how to like do hair when I come home so I can do hair when I go back to school. And I'm like,
smart.
I'm like, yeah, that's the type of shit I mean. That granted, I could have learned to cut hair, but I don't want to do that. But
I think that's what it is. I think the difference is that women will kind of like see, and this isn't all people, but a lot of women will see a potential hustle and be like, oh, I'm gonna try it. Yeah. If it fails, like I took a whole lash tech class. I didn't do damn lashes with that class, but men will see an opportunity and just be like, oh no, that's lame, or I'm not even gonna try it. Or, y'all have less opportunities for sure because women have makeup, hair, lashes, nails, clothes. Yeah. I mean, y'all got workout stuff.
I like to work out for myself. Yeah, I don't want to work out.
I haven't really seen too many men that train other men. Yeah. Unless they're like.
Yeah. Yeah, I know a couple personal trainers, but that's never really been my thing. I don't even like talking when I'm in the gym. Speaking of which,
same.
Speaking of which,
do not talk to me.
So I've been like stuff like this is what I mean, but I really do feel like I'm socially awkward at times too, because literally, like, so that week that it was abnormally hot all week, like 80s all week, it was like. I was going to the gym and work, and so at work our office is typically freezing.
I hate that.
And so I always have a jacket on when I'm at work. Well, when it was in the 80s, finally the outside temperature was fine for the inside temperature. So I take off my jacket, and the first day at work I went without wearing a jacket. So many people that I were either in my group or people I had never met, they kept coming up to me like, oh my gosh, can I see your sleeve? And oh my gosh, you got so many tattoos and da da da. And I was just like, I don't like all that attention. Like, stop. Like,
Get
let me go
off
put my
me.
jacket back on. And then, like, I went to the gym.
Uh-huh.
And when I go work out, I always wear, like, bigger clothes. So I wear, like, big sweatshirts and, like...
Same.
Not jeans. That shit gets on my nerves. Stop doing that. Like, basketball shorts.
I got a story next, too.
And, like, that whole week, I had different guys approaching me, like... Oh my gosh, like, where do you get your work done? Like, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, the compliment is cool, but I'm not a person used to getting a lot of a compliment, so it makes me uncomfortable.
Really?
No. So I feel like we talked about this before, or maybe not. Maybe it was someone else. But I'm like, I don't do well with compliments in that regard. So I'm like, thanks. And then this guy approached me, what's today? Friday. He approached me Wednesday. Mm-hmm. He was like, hey, can you take a picture of me? And I'm like, okay.
Did this?
So no, it wasn't.
That?
No.
Oh.
I would not. Who is approaching people like that?
It's a TikTok video where they go up to strangers like, "Can you record me?" and they do something funny.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but no, he didn't do that. He genuinely was like, "Hey, I don't mean to bother you or whatever, but can you get a quick pic of me, whatever." And I feel like he only did that to then turn around and be like, "Didn't you go to such and such school?" And I was like. Yeah, I went there for a year. And he's like, oh, yeah, I remember you. And I'm like, really? I went there for a year. And I'm like, oh, I was like, really? He's like, yeah. He was like,
it's weird.
He was like, I think he asked me what year I graduated. And he was like, oh, I graduated the year after you. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he was like, don't you know such and such and such and such? And he's naming like a slew of people, but I didn't know everybody that he was name dropping. I'm just like kind of nodding like, I'm not really good with names either, to be honest with you. So I was just like, that sounds familiar. And then he's like, yeah, you graduated the same year as my sister. And I'm like, oh, what's her name? He says her name and I'm like, no, that doesn't ring a bell. But then he said his name and I was like, your name sounds hella familiar, but in my head I'm like, I don't know you though. Like, this is so awkward. And like we were talking for like a span of 5 minutes, and the whole 5 minutes I'm uncomfortable because I'm like,
oh no,
I don't know who this guy is, but I don't want to say, dude, I don't know you. Like, I'm sorry, but he was like, yeah. He said, I recognize you from school because like you look exactly the same, whatever. And I was like, oh, thanks. I was like, I can't say that back to you because I don't remember you from school. Like, I don't know. Shit like that be awkward. But what were you about to say?
I was going to say, speaking of the gym stuff, so I work out at Crunch, which is next to the Audi over here. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Not you telling people. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Not on Glenwood.
Okay.
I drive 40 minutes to get there. You know what I'm talking about? That?
Yeah.
Okay, so... You know, there's no military base anywhere near here. Mm-hmm. There were 2 army guys in their whole army uniform working out. And I was just instantly annoyed because...
The closest army base is in, like, Fayetteville.
Yeah, I'm like, where... Y'all could have changed. Or at least take your jacket off. It's hot in here.
I mean, I understand that better than someone coming in... It's been so many guys coming in with, like, jeans.
That's gross.
And... It honestly bothers me too when people work out barefoot. Why are you in a public gym?
I used to do that, I'm not gonna lie. I used to just be in my socks to do squats. I'm telling you.
I never understood that though.
Because it's a flat, it's level with the ground, so you have to like squat harder. Mm-hmm. You have to.
Oh, I get what you're
versus
saying.
An elevated surface.
I get what you're saying, but.
That and deadlifts, but those are the only 2 workouts I'd ever do barefoot.
But like, I used to see people, when I say barefoot, I mean no socks though.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They're in there on barefoot vibes.
Imagine seeing somebody run on a treadmill barefoot.
Now I haven't seen that. That would be ridiculous. But
yeah.
I definitely have seen guys in the gym working out barefoot, or even in like slides. And I'm like, how are you?
Yeah.
Working out in slides, like I don't know. Y'all are weird.
Yeah, I'm weird with stuff like that, and also people that don't shower before bed. That's sick to me.
Okay, can we talk about
don't
it?
Get
because
in the bed with your outside clothes.
Because I try not to sit on my bed. First off, someone hit me up earlier this week and was like, "Why every time I call you?" Excuse me, you're always in the same spot. And I'm like, what you mean, like downstairs? They're like, yeah. I'm like, because I'm the type of person, I don't like hanging out in my room unless I literally only go to my room for long periods of time when it's time to go to sleep.
Same. Yeah,
and so it's like, if I'm not like going to bed, I'm downstairs in my living room.
Yeah.
Or the most I will do, because like when my uncle and my dad mounted my TV when I was at work, like when I first moved in my house, like they mounted my TV in the living room for me.
Oh, they did a good job.
And yes, but the thing that bothers me, they flushed it so close to the wall, I can't put a Fire Stick in it. And so I watch like Hulu, Netflix, and stuff like that. And so luckily, I'm kind of like old school with my Netflix because I'm streaming it through a fucking Blu-ray player. I don't even remember how I set that up. It's the judgment for me. I thought this was a safe space.
It's not.
But obviously. But they flushed it so close that I can't put my other stick behind it or whatever. And so I have to watch TV. Like if I ever want to watch like Hulu or HBO Max, Stars, I got to go upstairs in my spare room to watch it because it's on the other TV. Yeah, because I don't like watching TV because of my outside clothes. That's why I'm saying I don't watch TV in my room.
Because you have 2 spare rooms. Which one?
The not the one with the bed and stuff in it. The other one.
The little one.
Yeah, the small.
The
one.
little kid.
Yeah, the playroom. Fun fact: those rooms are technically like the same size.
No, I
it's
know
just the angle that's weird.
I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, I have a queen bed in one, and it's actually called a day bed in the other one. It's actually 2 beds in one.
Oh, is it?
The bottom pulls out into a bed.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. People rarely ever use it, but 2 people can technically
You have a nice house, though.
Thanks. I still want to move, but the way the market is looking, it's looking a little bad. Trash. So
yeah, it's looking
broke. Heavy on the broke.
Yeah.
Our cost of living here has skyrocketed.
I saw something that said on Facebook, you know, Facebook always pulls the gems of old, well, you don't have Facebook anymore, but
right.
It had a picture of this beautiful home back in probably like the 90s, and it was saying basically a shoe salesman could afford a house like this back in the day, and like none of us can afford. I don't want to say none of us, but like majority of people can't afford homes nowadays.
Yeah, my house, I bought it in 2016 or 17. I think it was. Well, if we known each other for 4 years,
I'm bad at math.
I bought it the year before I met you.
17.
Okay, so I bought it in 17. And it wasn't even 200,000, and I was well over that. Like in the span of like, I actually last weekend I was like, it was
like 40,000 now.
Yeah, it's my cousin had a surprise birthday dinner for her 30th, and her friend just moved into a new home, and she said the day they closed on their home, she already had like 40,000 in equity. The day that she closed on her house. So like she bought it for this price, and the next day it went up $40,000 in like profit.
That's
so
insane.
I was just like,
that's insane.
I don't know what's going on around here, but yeah, the cost of living here is getting a little crazy. It is building up a lot too, though. They're throwing homes everywhere. Like I was today years old, probably because I was drunk all the other times I saw it. But like near your house, I can't say the street, but down the street, I just realized all that whole townhome community, like the brand new townhomes.
They made those so fast though that I feel like they're probably not good.
Honestly, like once I got into the home buying process, it doesn't take a lot to build a house.
I don't know.
Like
I wouldn't know they are, though.
The longest process is getting the permits together. Because building a house is building a house.
Yeah.
Like, the steps are the same. It's just the layout, depending on what upgrades and stuff people may have in the house. But the actual, like, foundation of building a home is the same regardless. I think it just depends. The materials may differ depending on where. But, like, if you're only building houses in this area, they're all going to be built the same.
Didn't know that.
But see, in like places like California and Florida, the houses are built completely different because California has to withstand earthquakes and Florida has to withstand hurricanes.
And not just that, it's like the difference even between here and when you go to Pittsburgh, we have a lot of space to build communities out here. So you're having like the same contractors build everything. Versus when you go up to places like Pittsburgh or major cities, they don't have the space. So you're getting one contractor for one house. The next house may be like Joe Blow. I don't know why I said Joe Blow, but
random.
But yes.
So you finished your drink before me.
I did. And you know what? Speaking of drinks, the reason why I feel like this is so good is because I made my sweet and sour from scratch. Yes. Shout out to Torchies because we always make our sweet and sour from scratch. And it's so much better than store-bought sweet and sour because that shit's disgusting. So I'm going to put y'all on. I'm going to teach y'all how to make your own sweet and sour. All you need...
This was so good.
...is hot water. Yeah, just hot water. Just bear with me. You need some sugar. Some granulated sugar.
It's definitely sugar in here.
Yeah. And then, so you mix it. You wait for the sugar to melt into the water. I don't know the ratios. I'm sorry. And then I only know how to make like the big ass batches. But you mix it and then you add in lime juice.
Yeah.
And it makes sweet
That's
sour.
it?
That's it. Yeah. Just lime juice and sugar
and
water.
Because the thing is, it looks like stuff will typically make. It's called a
sucker punch.
Oh.
That's what it's called.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But it looked like something you've made before, but when I took a sip, I was like, this is not anything we've had here before.
So it's coconut rum, guava juice, pineapple, sweet and sour, and grenadine.
I feel like...
But you didn't taste the pineapple.
I don't know.
Because pineapple tastes nasty in drinks. I personally think.
When I go out, I get tequila and pineapple.
I don't like pineapple in drinks.
I love pineapples. I don't like cranberry in drinks. Cranberry is bitter. I hate cranberry.
It depends on what it's mixed with, but...
It's weird. I don't like cranberry, but like cran apple's okay. It has to be cran and something else. It can't be regular.
I can't drink Crown anymore. I feel like I went through a stage where I drank so much Crown.
Oh, was I saying Crown the whole time?
No, you said cran apple.
Okay, I'm a little tipsy, so I was like, damn, I'm fucking up.
You said cran apple, so it made me think of
Crown apple.
Yeah.
It had me in the chokehold it had me in the little chokehold for a minute, but then I don't know why. I've always been a tequila person.
I haven't.
But see, like, what made me completely switch to tequila? I think I came across something. They was like, tequila's better for you.
Really?
Than like
I can see that from how it's made.
Really dark liquors, period.
There's
and so sugar. Because Crown had me in such a chokehold, every time I drank Crown, I would have the worst breakouts. And then I realized when I switched over to tequila, night and day, like complete 180. Yeah. And like I actually put some of my friends and family onto that too. And all of them, a matter of fact, so my cousin proposed to his girlfriend a couple weeks out. Shout out to y'all. So they, his girlfriend, well now fiance, excuse me. Whoop. She now was like, Adam, she was like, oh my God. She said, ever since you put me onto tequila, my skin been lit. She was like, I swear, she said it was like literally overnight. Like it was cold turkey. I stopped drinking brown. And ever since I've been drinking tequila, my skin been lit.
Yeah, I started with brown first, but now I only drink tequila. But speaking of, my coworker at the bar, we were talking about him being in school because he goes to NC State. And I was like, oh, that's exciting. You're still young. He's like, wait, how old are you? And I was like, oh, I'm old. He was like, I thought you were 22. I said, was it the acne?
That's funny you say that. This girl at my job, like, so I've only been at my job for like going on 7 months actually, and so
that went by fast.
Fast as fuck.
7 months?
7 months.
I feel like you just started.
Right, literally just started.
What the heck?
Right. So like, my homegirl introduced me to another coworker. And the way she introduced her, she said, oh, you both went to ECU. And I was like, oh, cool. And she was like, But I think my homegirl was like, yeah, but she's a little younger than you. Because me and her, my coworker is a little older than me. So that's how she knew the age difference, right? Mm-hmm. So she was like, oh, what year did you graduate? I was like, oh, 2012. I was like, what about you? She was like, oh, wow. I was like, so what year did you graduate?
You graduated college in 2012? Mm-hmm. Oh, damn.
No, you did not Kevin Hart me. Are you kidding me? Yes, I graduated college 2012. The fuck.
Oh.
So she was like, oh, I was like, what year did you graduate? And she graduated the same year as, you know, my twin cousins.
Yeah.
She graduated the same year as Dylan, the younger one.
I thought they were the same age as you. How old are they?
They were born in '96.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
Yes, we're technically 5 years and some change apart.
Oh man, I love Donovan though. I haven't seen him in forever.
Yeah, I was with them.
They're fun.
Engagement weekend together.
They are, but they're so much fun.
Yeah.
Last time I saw Donovan, I went to Cracker Barrel with him, and it was like a group of us who went to Cracker Barrel. I don't know why, but like my white ancestors took over. Because, you know, like, being black, the only thing that you order from Cracker Barrel is breakfast. That's it.
Yes.
Like, you don't go in there and you don't order anything else.
Yes.
My white ass was like, let me get the chicken and dumplings. And when I ordered it, everybody looked at me like, ew.
Yeah.
And then when I got it, it looked disgusting.
I bet.
It was like, it wasn't even the color of this wall. It was like yellow.
So
no seasoning. And he made fun of me.
I know this isn't a safe space, but I need to get this off my chest. So when I was in college, right, when I was broke with no money, the girl I was talking to at the time, it was like, I low-key want to say it may have even been Valentine's Day. Maybe it was her birthday. Something like significant. And I was like, where you want to go? And she was like, I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in a long time. I had never been.
That's a red flag.
I had never been. And she was like, oh, you never been? Like, it's good. Da, 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 da. We should go. Good. We should go for dinner. You just said black people only get breakfast. And sis set me up. If you're watching this, you really set me up because you're black. Why did you do this? So we went there for dinner. And she ordered, I'll never forget, she ordered like the shrimp, which I remember her shrimp were fire. But I ordered.
I didn't even know they had shrimp.
I don't know if they do now. I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in years, so I don't even know what their menu is like nowadays. But I got like some sort of like chicken, fried chicken. It was like country fried chicken or something like that.
Seasoning.
And when it came, it had like gravy and shit all over it, whatever. And I'm like, I'm not really fond of like chicken smothered in gravy, but it smells good. Let me try it. And I tried it and I was like, no, I am never. But I had to save face for her. So she's like, oh, how's your food? I'm like, it's great.
Oh, you're better than me.
Nah, it was trash.
Because I let people know, like, this is not it.
Yeah, you do. You would definitely say if some shit is nasty.
Let people know.
I would say that now that I'm older. But back then I was just like,
okay. Ew.
I brought leftovers, threw them right in the trash.
That's sick. The fact that you even boxed that up. Ew. Because I had to send mine back. I was like, I cannot eat this. Like,
you end up with breakfast?
I did. And even
now, that breakfast is good. You didn't like that breakfast?
I mean, I'm telling you, the chicken and dumplings, it looked so gross. It looked so gross. Like, it was literally boiled chicken.
Sound about right.
And this goop. It wasn't even sauce. It was goop.
Sound about right.
Yeah, and Donovan like looked and he was like, ew.
That's my cousin. Yep. I'm fucking weak.
It was like, ew. And then everybody else at the table was like, you knew better than to order that. Like, why did you even order that? I don't know why I was craving chicken and dumplings so hard, but I just was. I took a bite and it was cold on top of all of that. Yeah, like, it looked nasty, smelled nasty, and it was cold. So I'm like,
yeah, it's a dub.
I gotta send it back. So when I told the waitress, she was already annoyed with me. I don't know if she was annoyed because I ordered it too. Like, girl, you knew better. I don't know. She was annoyed though. So I'm like, can I just? She was like, okay, I'll bring you some more. I said, oh no, don't ever bring me this again.
Wait.
I said, just bring me some scrambled eggs and bacon. But by the time I got it, I didn't even want that. So it was just a dub.
Waffle House me, please.
Yes, Waffle House. That's the only place I like. I don't even like IHOP.
I don't. You either like Waffle House or you like IHOP.
There's people that like both.
How can you like both? Like I'm not an IHOP person.
Nah,
I'm not. I can't do IHOP. I was so mad because Florida mainly has IHOP.
Yeah, they do.
So like when we were going out, we had to go to well, you didn't make it the first night, but I went to IHOP both nights, and I was like, man, get me back home. I was like, y'all need Waffle. How are y'all deep south and y'all don't have Waffle House? I thought that was dumb.
Yeah, I used to like IHOP as a kid, and now I'm just like. Also, their pancake size changed. Their pancakes used to be like this big.
Yeah, they used to be huge.
A baby. I was trying to show because my hands were in. But now they're like this big.
Regular
no
size.
cap. Yeah.
Regular size.
That's not regular size. That's like, I feel like that's not regular size.
This? Didn't you get pancake? Actually, funny story real quick, since we're talking about pancakes and shit. Me and Jay were in Orlando like a month ago, and Jay was having the best time of her life.
Best time. Great
time. I took her out to Wall Street. If you know, you know. I took her to Wall Street, and by the end of the night, she's like, Adam, I want to go to IHOP. I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, all right.
You know I'm drunk if I say I want to go to IHOP.
Yeah, so we go to IHOP, what?
I'm going to let you finish.
We go to IHOP, and it was just so much chaos. First off, their IHOP gives you Waffle House vibes, because there was a lot of ghetto shit in there. So, like, we walk in, I'll never forget the hostess and one of the waitresses were arguing because she looked and was like, she looked at her and was like, oh yeah, you were drunk. So she looks and says, hey, she asked her something along the lines of, how many tables do you have? She said, no, don't give me nobody else. I'm not taking nobody else. I'm leaving.
Oh, she wasn't trying to
She said, I'm leaving. Da, 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 da. She said, but I'm literally only trying to give you one table.
Yeah.
And she said, fine, give me one table. Dang. So then she sat down these guys. It was a group of gay guys. And they sat down, and the waitress come up. She says, hi, welcome. She said, oh, shit. And the guy says, hey. And she was like, what the hell are you doing here? He said, I came to see you. What you mean? So obviously he was a regular. So by then she said, oh, so what you requested for me, huh? He said, and did. So I was like, I thought that was funny. And then I don't know if you remember, it was this couple that walked in. It was this black couple. They walked in. The girl was sauce. Like, she was done. And so the guy goes up to the hostess and was like, yeah, table for two or whatever. And she was so sauce. Me and you were like laughing at her, like, bro, why did you bring her here? You should have took her home. So like the guy,
at people while I'm
right. So like, but you kept it together though. This is the problem. Me and you were sitting here, and they were standing right in front of us, and like she had her back to us because she was like hugging him like this and like on some drunk shit, swaying. And he's saying like, they're like, this bitch is drunk, getting on my nerves. And like, me and you started laughing, and he noticed us laughing. So she was like, you think that's funny? You laughing at me? He said, no, they laughing at you. And he pointed at us. And on cue, me and you both did just like this. Both of us had our phones. You looked that way, and I looked this way. And she turned around. And she said, they're not even paying attention to us. Why are you lying? She was like, why are you lying to me? And all of us were so weak. Because like he was looking like, y'all not shit. So like then they sat us down, and we had that damn waitress that wouldn't. So I don't like pancakes.
This is all news to me. I don't remember.
I don't like pancakes. I like waffles. Hence why I like Waffle House. So we go to, when we're sitting here about to order, I'll never forget I ordered steak tips and eggs. And so
IHOP?
They were decent. So like I sat there and I was like, yeah, can I get the steak tips and eggs? And I was like, you don't have to bring the pancake. And she says, you don't want a pancake? I said, no, because I don't eat pancakes.
Because she was the older black lady.
Yes.
I remember
and
this.
She says, you don't like pancakes? I said, no. She says, well, you can swap it out. You can sub it for something. I said, okay, well, what can I sub it for? She says, hash browns, grits, maybe applesauce, and it was something else off the wall. And I was like, oh, can I sub it for like bacon? She says, no. I said, okay. I was like, well, based on what you said, I guess sub it for hash browns.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay. So then when she brings my food, she still brought the damn pancake. So I said, right when she put it down, I think you called her over for something. And
hot sauce.
Yes. And when you called her over for the hot sauce, it was in the midst of me saying, you can take my pancake. And she's like, you don't want your pancake?
I remember.
I said no.
Because she had an attitude when she asked that. She was like, you don't want your pancake?
I was like, I don't want the pancake. So then she's like, why? I don't eat pancakes. So then, fast forward, now it's time to leave. So Jade's like, yeah, I need a box. I'm fat. I never need a box. So she's like...
And I left my box too, and I was so mad.
No, you did not.
I did.
Okay, I'm going to get there. So Jade's like, yeah, I need a box. So the woman comes and says, okay, I'll get you a box. She says, sir, do you need a box for your pancake?
Knowing damn well he's never going to eat
pancakes. No, because I don't eat pancakes. So then, like, me and her going back and forth, and Jay's like, I'll just take his pancake. Pack it up for me. I like pancakes. I'll take it. So then me and Jay get in this Uber with her to-go plates. We sleep the whole Uber ride. We get back to the hotel, get in the room. We both knock out instantly. So then, like,
because my flight was the next
morning.
Her
flight was at the crack ass of dawn. So, like, we wake up and you text me and was like, damn, after all that I left my pancake, you left your whole order at home. Yeah, she left all her leftovers.
My hash browns with the jalapenos.
Yeah, and my flight was that evening, so I went to brunch. Your brunch is lit down there.
Really?
Yes.
I bet.
Went to brunch. And then, I don't even think I told you this, they canceled my flight.
You did tell me that. Yeah,
my flight was supposed to leave at like 6 p.m. I got, or 7.
Overnight. Yeah,
I got there and I had to stay overnight again because it was no more flights going out that day.
I remember you told me that.
Yeah,
no, but you know I'm drunk if I say that we need to go get food. Because I like to eat. I'm not gonna lie, I love to eat, but I don't eat when I'm drinking.
Shit.
So if I recommend food, I'm lit. And that's what I did after we went to High Salon. Remember, I was like, take me to Waffle House, take me to Waffle House. And we went to Waffle House, and y'all ordered me food. And when we got to Waffle House, I said, don't order me anything. I said, take me home. I don't want to be here. Take me home.
Confession, I remember getting to Waffle House, like, low-key in this moment. Because when, I'll never forget, I woke up the next morning, and Sade was like, get up. We were so
drunk. Y'all stayed here. Y'all didn't even leave my house. I'm not kidding y'all, like, we were trashed, okay? We were like college trashed was it a weekend? Was it a Friday?
It was a Friday.
Yeah, we were
I'll never forget waking up. Sade was like, get up. We were so drunk last night, and I was like, I look at the table and it was Waffle House everywhere. I said, who got Waffle House? She said, nigga, we stopped to get Waffle House. I was like, we who? And then one of y'all was like, bruh, but the way you parked.
I said that.
And I was like,
Blaze in the morning, and you were like, screw.
I was like, what you mean the way I park? But this is the thing, like, we don't condone drinking and driving, but
we don't.
I was like, the whole time, I'm like, thinking I was like, I feel like it didn't hit me. I was drunk till we got here.
Probably.
Because, like I said, unlike y'all, I remember most of the night. I remember most of it up until, I don't remember. It was like when we pulled up to Waffle House, that's the last memory I had.
It was bad. It took me a whole day to recover from that hangover.
Whole day, yeah.
I was hurt.
Yeah,
like, hurt locker.
I slept on and off until I think around 2.
And I think the worst part is that from what I remember from High Salon, we were the only ones in there.
It'd be like that.
We were drunk as fuck by ourselves. By ourselves.
We went to Milk Bar too. And the white girl
that called you. We went to Milk Bar?
Yes. I can't say what happened in Milk Bar, but we went. I can't say what happened in Milk Bar. Our microphone.
Yo, I don't know this. Like, y'all probably think I'm laughing.
Yo, I've been trying to whisper in the fucking microphone.
I don't even know that we went to Milk Bar.
Yeah, we went to Milk Bar.
What happened?
I can't say what happened because we won mics.
Oh my god!
I will tell you at the end.
Is it you or is it all of us?
It was all of us. We was on bullshit the whole night. I'm pretty sure we went to like 3 bars that night.
I only remember High Salon.
Because I'm going to tell you what happened in Milk Bar when we in.
Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Okay, so fun fact. My good sis was like, alright, I want to start off small, something slight. We're going to do 30-minute episodes. This shit is an hour and 31 minutes.
I told you we were just going to be talking. But no, we are going to wrap it up here because I need to know what happened. I promise you, like, I do not know what happened because I don't remember going to Milk Bar and I want to know if I embarrassed myself. So.
I feel like it was more so me that was embarrassing and Tyler.
Oh, definitely Tyler.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Heavy on the Tyler.
Heavy on the Tyler. But anyways, thanks so much for tuning in.
Yes.
I'm probably going to start, I don't even know. I'm probably going to post these on Tuesdays. So I'm not even going to hold my breath. But just tune in for the next Doing Too Much.
Yes.
If you want to be on the show, hit me up. I'm looking for multiple people to be on the show. We're just trying to talk about random shit that we've done, bad life decisions. If you're trying to get a free drink,
hey, and they fucking lit.
I'm telling you, I am your girl. Just
ever since she got her little bartender's license, you can't tell her nothing. What was the shot for?
Ballin'.
All right, we're not doing it. We are not doing this. I hit my mic.
I feel like we've been doing that all night. But thanks again. Love y'all.
Till next time.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Let
all
me know
that
what
good
you like.
YouTube stuff. Y'all know the vibes.
Yeah, y'all know what to do.